got. I'll not actually show it, but it's all this is it's the date. And the latest date that I went to confession. I don't write anything discussed there. That's between me and God. It's literally just where and the date of the latest time I went to confession, and that's what these pages are for. You know, and that's what that is. And it just helps me keep track. So when I go next time, I can say. My last confession was this date exactly. I know it's only supposed to be a rough estimate, but for me, it's nice to have the exact date and be able to say it was this date. That's just me, but there you go. So that's what those pages are for. And then number 3 here, we've got now this is the diary part of things. I'll not go through the diary, but it's basically just to write down if I've been to Mass. I go to Mass on a Saturday evening, a vigil Mass. That actually counts as a Sunday Mass because it's more convenient for me. But yeah, I just write down that. I write down, you know, and I tend to write down with a number my mood, my overall mood for that day. So if, for example, it's a 1 to 10 scale, and I'll go from 0, which is, you know, really rock bottom, to 10, which is really couldn't be better. And I'll use a number from that scale to describe that day and how I felt overall. So some days I might feel like a 9, really good. Other days I might feel like a 2. It really depends, and that's kind of what I do in there. And any special occasion or anything coming up, I'll write that in the diary as well. Like we recently had a healing mass on the 10th of February, so you know that would have been something that could have gone in here, that sort of thing. So number 4 is just notes for the year. So notes for anything extra that I want to add for the diary side of things. And then number 5 is these are just like little index cards that I've rounded the corners on with the corner cutter again, and you know, they've just got bits of gospel on them. So this one's Matthew. They're not, I could write them neater than this, but it's really just for me, so I don't need to. So we've got Matthew. We have another one from Matthew there. Incidentally, the index cards were coloured in 4 colours, so I have a colour for each gospel. So like Matthew's pink, blue, light blue here is John, you know, etc. I think the other 2 colours were green. Green was Luke, and was Mark yellow. I can't actually remember what the other 2 colours were because I've not actually put any of theirs in here yet. Incidentally, my favourite gospel is John's gospel, because I feel it's the most unique. But again, that's just me. And then basically on this kind of grey-blue page here, I've got it turned over, but on the back of it, it's basically just personal stuff that I've given up for Lent, you know, things like that. What's the word? You know, what I'll be doing through Lent, you know, really, what I've given up. I can't find my words here, but you know, what I've given up, what day or days I'll be fasting, that sort of thing. And that's on that page, but it's kind of personalised, so I'll not show that. And then number 6 is basically just all prayer cards and miscellaneous stuff. So we've got like a little wallet here with some medals in it: Padre Pio, the Holy Spirit, the Divine Mercy medal there, Sacred Heart of Jesus medal here, Saint Benedict medal. This Saint Benedict medal was given to me for the Christmas just gone. by our parish priest. And that's what all that sort of stuff is here. Medals and prayer cards. This is the Crusaders' prayer to the Immaculate Heart of Mary with St. Maximilian Kolbe there. Behind that, I believe, is an act of contrition card and a prayer to Mary card there as well. Not the Hail Mary, a different prayer. It's something like, "Oh, Blessed Mother," something something. And then here we've got, this is a nice little card actually. It says, "In prayer, to find the words for prayer is difficult. We do not know what to say. Our hearts are too full for words. Our anxieties paralyze. The Holy Spirit acts for us, himself speaking the words to God. Let the Holy Spirit work. Let him lead you in prayer." And I think that's really good, because if you tried to pray on your own, as it were, and you tried to think about it, I would really struggle. I try not to think about praying at all. That's another reason why it's important to pray for yourself, because you need to have the Holy Spirit working through you so you can pray. It's not something that you can just do on your own and think about, because it's really difficult. So I really like that card. And then on the back there we've got some more stuff. And then actually in here is just a little, in my spare time, I don't know if I can get it out here. In that little wallet is this little thing, which is just a little circular piece of, it's pewter actually, but I just did that in my spare, it's very messy, but I just did that in my spare time at college, just kind of chased a cross shape and then put INRI on there, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews. I just made that in my spare time. It's like a little token pewter. It's very thin, but yeah, I just made that in my spare time. And then over here we've got more prayer cards, Divine Mercy, etc. The Apostle Paul icon. Now this is here a Medjugorje prayer card thing. I know that Medjugorje has not been officially approved yet, or it's to put it properly, it's still under consideration by the Roman Catholic Church. I have been to Medjugorje. It was a nice experience. I kind of still remain a little bit on the fence about Medjugorje, but yeah, it comes under private revelation. Even the approved Marian apparitions, you don't have to accept them if you don't want to, and you can still be a very good Catholic, go to Mass, all that. But yeah, I'm still a little bit on the fence about Medjugorje. But yeah. And then what I've just taken out of this pocket here is just the church bulletin, the local bulletin for our church, which is Our Lady of Lourdes. So yeah, and that is pretty much it for this. Like I say, it's a new thing. I've only started it. It's only been like a few days, whatever, since I started doing this. And it's a work in progress. One thing I will say though, I believe it's important to not just lose yourself in prayers that you choose. So kind of what I mean by that is that I personally believe it's important to pray in groups and things like that. Don't just because if you just pray on your own all the time, it's okay to pray on your own some of the time, but if you pray on your own all the time, I personally believe it leaves you open to attack from the enemy, and you really don't want that. So, it's important to pray on your own, of course, but also pray in groups. If you're not Catholic, then, try and encourage other people to pray with you. Do a little kind of prayer meeting or prayer group thing, whatever. I believe it's important to pray together, as well as on your own. So that's really about it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been useful to you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you want to, and God bless. Bye bye.